All right, I'd like to bring the Town of Wappinger Zoning Board of Appeals meeting to order. Can I have roll call, please, B?
Mr. Delacorte?
Here.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Here.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes, here.
Mr. Boad?
Here.
Mr. Bellotti?
Here. All right, first order of business, acceptance of minutes from November 14th, 2023. Has everybody had a chance to review?
Yes.
Any changes, comments, revisions?
No.
No, none? All right, can I have a motion then, please, to accept the minutes as written?
Motion accept.
Can I have a second?
Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. All right, next order of business tonight, public hearing, appeal number 227809, area variance, Sally Boyd, seeking an area variance, section 24037 of district regulations in an R40 zoning district where 10 feet to the rear yard property line is required. The applicant can provide 2 feet for the legalization of an existing 9-foot 8-inch by 9-foot 5-inch shed, thus requesting a variance of 8 feet. Where 25 feet to the side right yard property line is required, the applicant can provide 15 feet for the legalization of an existing carport, thus requesting a variance of 10 feet. Where 50 feet to the front yard property line is required, the applicant can provide 25 feet for the legalization of an existing carport, thus requesting a variance of 25 feet. The property is located at 10 Card Road on .35 acres and is identified as tax grid number 615704520274 in the town of Wappinger. Can I have a motion, please, to open the public hearing?
Motion open public hearing.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Hello there.
How you doing?
All right, so for the record, just please state your name and address.
It's Joseph Boyce, 10 Card Road, Wappinger Falls, New York.
Gotcha. Now, for everybody, the board's benefit, anybody listening in, just a brief description of what you need and why you need it.
Got to get a variance for a carport and a shed that are already there, obviously because they're too close to the property line.
Gotcha. Now, how long have they both been there?
The shed's been there longer than the carport, and the carport, you know, I mean, I have a thing in '08. I'm not exactly. I think it was '08 when the car, maybe. I don't know. It's so hard to say because it's been a while. This was 14. So I have a 14. What was this? An appraisal, I guess. When they did the house, and you can see the carports in it. And
Gotcha.
like I said, the shed's been there since they bought the house.
The house is also about 25 feet from the front property line, correct?
I'm sorry?
The house itself is about 25 feet from the front property line, so
Yeah,
the
from the
carport's
front.
more or less even with the
Yeah.
front of the house, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, Barbara, the lot behind, is that a commercial lot?
I would think so.
Yeah, I would think so. I think is Tractor Supply on your corner, or is it down further?
It's like, there's like another street on that.
I got like
so-
inner city tire right on the corner of mine.
Okay, most of this land, I think this one is a really big lot from the back. I mean, I'm not sure, but I don't even know if it's not landlocked. So, I'm gonna look right now.
Okay.
Which one, the piece behind me?
Yeah, I think you were saying the piece
Where
behind
does
you went to
that
the,
go
went
to?
The piece behind me is
Route
supposed to
9,
have
right?
a 100-foot frontage on Route 9, but it's, I guess it's from inner city tire, and it goes into Card Road, so it says it's 100 foot, but I don't see how, 'cause it
But
goes.
you're all the way down the street.
Okay, correct, I'm the last house.
Right, so Intercity Tire doesn't go all the way down by you.
No, but there's 6 acres behind me that goes all the way down halfway behind my property. And then the 60 acres goes the other way to the power lines up behind Peggy Lane.
Right, but the one behind you, does that go up near Route 9 in
Correct.
any way? Yeah, then that would be commercial. And I know what 60 acres is residential.
Yeah.
The problem is it actually got timber harvested a few years ago
Yeah.
around the corner from you. And that's got so much wetlands, and it's got the the Marcy lines. And it's been looked to be developed a few times. It's just very difficult terrain. I think there's steep slopes in that one, the
I
60
think it's
acres.
only a small part that's usable, and that's behind like Peggy Lane over there.
Yeah.
Mine's all the power lines, and near my house is a swamp too.
Okay. Yeah, because right now, you know, your largest variance is that little garage, little shed at the back.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's fronting on that I guess, commercial property, wetlands.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's quite a ways to the next occupied lot, you know, on the other side of those woods.
Yeah.
So just so I'm clear, right, the shed that we're seeking the variance on is the,
Should we just little guy?
endured. And the larger one doesn't need it?
The other one I have a permit for, the one down by the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I have a permit for.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know if this is accurate. It makes it look like,
I call it undoored.
Yeah.
it makes it look like this is like also very close to the property
Yeah, it
line. I don't
does.
know if this is, I feel like there might be a line in here. we're missing.
Yeah.
So which shed we really talking about? This shed
No,
or
the other
this one?
That one.
So what
And that
about,
one doesn't need a variance.
it doesn't, because this is also at borderline, right?
Did you have a copy of the survey that was a little bit clearer than the one we have? The one we have is a little bit pixelated.
Yes, because the boat actually is that kind.
This is an older one, it's just one I don't think shows the carport, and it shows a tent that used to be there and is not
Okay, but the back of the shed is still here, right?
over here.
Yeah, but the other shed.
But this shed is,
This is a tent that was there.
Oh, that's a tent,
Yeah,
okay.
that's not the shed.
Oh, yeah, this one's much better. Okay, so tent, yeah, so
Yeah, that's not there anymore.
the gravel pad is where the
So
other
we just
roundabout
shed
is.
So you see where the house is?
Yeah.
So my garage comes back about here, and then other shed is right up here, so it's a lot more forward, basically in front of that tent.
Okay.
so the tent is gone, so
Okay.
this is
Correct.
not there.
So this was, yeah, that garage extension, that three-car garage, and then this is somewhere around there roughly?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
So
somewhere here.
that's nothing,
That's not there.
yeah.
No, that's not there. That was just one of those like.
Yeah.
I think
portable
there's
things you put
been
up.
some market.
It's not, and then you have, there's kind of a slope here, right, and like, that was kind of a drop.
Pretty heavy.
I was gonna build a wall back there after I did the garage, but I ran out of money. So,
It's on the 10-year plan,
it's on the one day.
yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the survey and looking what was there, was just two different things.
Yeah.
So, but understood now that that's not what's there currently, except the smaller shed. The smaller shed is,
Yeah, and that shed I put there afterwards, like I said, I have a permit for it, and you should have a record of it.
right, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. You guys, any other questions, you guys?
No, we
So
were out
the
there
shed-
and visited on Saturday, Pete, Dave and I.
Yeah, you guys
We
got
spoke.
there?
Yeah, I apologize, I stopped by Monday afternoon.
Did you, I snuck in tonight, I
Yeah.
rang the doorbell and the
Yeah, I think I
dog
was
was
in the
barking.
garage. My wife said someone walked in the backyard, but I
Yeah.
was in the garage.
Yeah, sorry, I snuck in there.
Yeah, no worries.
Unannounced. Yeah.
Yeah, I just went.
We
there
spoke it
also.
late that day.
I went Monday,
Did you?
11 o'clock.
With the applicant, yeah. Okay.
So the shed, which is, which was the question, is degrading, so someday you are going to rebuild it, right?
The shed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the shed was all, you know,
Yeah,
it was
right.
in pretty bad shape, so
Very
I
bad shape.
started redoing the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I guess that's when they saw me and I was up there working on the roof
Gotcha.
and took a picture of it.
So if you rebuilding it, why?
Yeah.
The shed's been there a long time, and when I put the other shed there, they said because it was under 100 square foot, that not to worry about it. That's what I was told a very long time ago.
Gotcha.
Build on top.
You know, and then my son wanted to use it for all his toys and
Very,
stuff, so
very
that's why I
close.
redid the whole thing,
So I have
not
some
thinking it was gonna
concern.
be an issue.
Oh, nice.
If you're staying there for 10 years, fine.
Any more?
People get told a lot of times, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about.
Until they find out there
We
is.
don't know who's telling them.
Yeah, until you
Yeah.
gotta worry about it, yeah.
You know, it was when I was doing my garage, and I forget who it was, I think Mark Lieberman and somebody else came over there at the time. It was a long time ago,
A long
though.
time ago. Yeah, it had to be then. Any other questions, you guys?
Yeah, I think, because this, for, especially for the shed, asking variance is like 8 feet as a lot.
Yep,
The thing, it is not in good shape, so sooner or later has to be done, if sooner it is better. And I like to see at least 5 feet,
Yeah.
not only 2 feet.
no, I
So-
understand.
So, okay, so that's my concern. If we grant it, I'd like
Yes.
to see 5 feet rather than
Right.
8 feet.
Well, I think if it were granted, we can stipulate that if he were to replace the shed,
Yes, that
it
would-
would need to meet current zoning regs, right?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, if it was easy,
Yeah, but
if it
that-
wasn't on a concrete pad, I'd just move it, but it's kinda, you know,
You might fall apart. Would you
yeah,
do that?
it's kinda hard to move it the way it is.
Yeah,
It ain't
that-
like the other one, you can move around, 'cause it has a,
Right.
floor actually, but.
Yeah, that one's not as
Yeah.
stable.
That's it.
Yeah,
so if it is redone,
correct.
something, then we meet requirement.
That's correct.
Yes, then
Yep,
fine.
that's correct.
Then I'm okay with that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
And for
anybody
car-
else?
So rebuilt to meet zoning or rebuilt to meet 5 feet?
No, current regs.
Okay.
Current variance, so whatever, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah. So as is, I think I'm okay with the, but rebuild, yes.
Okay. No more questions? Anybody in the
Yeah,
audience?
For,
Wait, we have
for
one more.
existing carport,
Yep.
if I look at this one, looks like it's off driveway by foot or so.
It's perfectly on the driveway.
I'm sorry?
It's like perfectly on the end of my driveway.
Oh, really? Okay, the picture I see looks like there's a lawn between driveway and.
I think when you look at the two right-hand posts are on the grass.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little wider than my driveway, and
Yeah.
at one point, my
That's what I
driveway's
mean.
on an angle, but it's directly in line with my deck.
Oh, I
You
see.
can't really move it at all. So on one side, it's perfectly straight, but my driveway must just kind of off skew a little bit.
Skew.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gotcha.
okay, gotcha.
David, I can't seem to get the zoning map up, but I looked at it on GIS, and that looks definitely like a commercial piece. But I think it's pretty steep, that's why it's never really been built on.
And even if someone does, I doubt they would ever go all the way down where my house
Yeah,
is.
so I think there is an assumption that if it is developed as a commercial lot, the area behind his house would remain likely.
It would probably be up near Route 9, like Tractor Supply goes down much lower.
Yeah.
But the slopes on those properties are pretty steep.
Yeah.
That's why Tractor Supply has like a 25-foot retaining wall in the back of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And plus mine's all wet down there. Once you get to
Yeah,
mine,
there's a
you
lot of
really
wetlands back
can't do
there.
too much probably.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody in the audience? Comments? Questions? All right.
Motion to close the public hearing.
then. I'll make a motion to close the public hearing. Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. All right then, can I have a motion then to grant or deny the applicant the variance?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to grant variance with stipulation, especially for the shed, when it's reconstructed, will, that time it will require to meet current code, zoning codes. And for the shed, for carport, I think which, I don't see any reason not to grant. So this request will not produce any undesired change in characteristic of neighborhood. The required request is significantly high, more than I like to see, but, yeah. But this will not create any nearby any property, will not have any negative impact. There is no other feasible way to correct this change. And this required variation are substantial, okay? The proposed variation will not have any adverse effect on any physical or environmental condition. This condition is self-created, but even though self-created, I say with the stipulation, I would say we should grant this variance.
Okay, so just to clarify, right? If the shed or the variance, we'll vote on the variance in a minute. If it's granted, right, it's granted with the stipulation, if you were to rebuild or replace it, it would have to meet current zoning regs.
Yep,
Okay.
I understand.
As far as the carport goes, that is, we'll vote on that now. So we should vote on each separately, I would think.
I would do the shed and then either one, do one and then the other.
Okay, all right, so there's a motion to grant you the variance on the shed. Could I have a second?
Second?
All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry, B, we need roll call.
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Along with the stipulation, yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Cavoli?
Yes, the same, in the, confirming with John there, that, the stipulation will hold for that particular variance. All right, the second variance, we have a motion to grant you the second variance on the carport as well. Could I have a second?
I'll second that.
Could I have a roll call, B?
Mr. Delacorte?
Yes.
Mr. Lorenzini?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Barr?
Yes.
Mr. Cavoli?
Yes, all right, so both your variances have been granted, the first one on the shed with stipulation. You're all set?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good night.
Take care.
So, with no further business before this board, I'd make a motion then to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. We are adjourned.